Good morning, everybody. I figured I would do a video since I got dressed and got my makeup on and got Gary in the car with me. Stephanie says she's trying to finish getting ready. But anyway, so you went hunting this morning? No luck? No luck this morning. So he comes back to the house and we decide we're going to head to the coffee shop. Surprise, surprise. But this morning I wanted to take a moment to speak to the young ladies that maybe this finds on your page, on your For You page, or maybe you're on Facebook and you see it, or maybe you're on YouTube. I want to speak directly to you. When I was 18, my goal in life out of high school was to get married and have children and be a homemaker and not worry about the finances, because I was gonna, I was gonna be a homemaker and I was gonna let my husband take care of all of the bills and all of the finances, and I was just gonna raise the kids, keep the house, cook, all the things that back then that, was, what's my word I'm looking for? Was expected, I guess you could say, because in that time we weren't, young ladies weren't on the fast track to corporate America. And I say back then, but I mean that was in the early 80s. So I got married in 1985, and my husband and I raised 3 wonderful young men. And 7 years ago, we suddenly lost him. And so it was a shock to everybody, a shock to me, a shock to what do I do now? And so, of course, let me speak to that. I had to find myself learning finances, learning investments, learning budgeting, all the things that I never really paid attention to. Of course, I paid attention to some of it through the years, the 33, 34 years that we were married, account balances and things like that, and having money to go to the grocery store and all the things that the children needed, and day-to-day living. But I never really dug into the budgeting process and making sure that I had enough and making sure I could pay my bills. And so that was something that I tried to learn after my late husband passed away, and really dug into, just wanting to be more knowledgeable in investing, and more knowledgeable in the banking and the financing and the credit cards and everything. And I had to start depending on myself. Didn't have anybody else to depend on. And then Gary Creech comes along and saves the day. No, I don't really mean that he saved the day, but he kind of did. But I mean, I'm just saying, I guess my whole point to this video is, don't be ignorant to the fact that one day it's all going to come down on you because your spouse may not be there. Or rather, become knowledgeable, get smart, not just in working, but planning for your next paycheck. What's got to come out of that paycheck. Make your budget, look into investing, find you a financial advisor, and be smart. Don't wait around, young ladies, for somebody to rescue you, or to think that you're just going to be, a homemaker and a wife and mother to the children all through the years, and then here you are in your late 50s and 60s and you're lost, So all of that happened to me, and in combination of doing my own digging, my own research, and own studying up on it, and then with Gary's help, of course, I'm able to, what am I trying to say here? Able to what? self-sufficient and sustain my way of life.
Idea about retirement?
No, I had no idea about retirement. I was just like, well, I guess I'm going to work till whenever.
Work till whenever.
'Cause then, I mean, I was I 57 when we met? 57, and I knew that I had to have a salary, knew that I had to have money coming in, so I was never thinking that one day I'll retire. I mean, and then when Gary came in the picture and we had a lot of long conversations about retirement, he was already retired at that time, and we had a lot of conversations.
I guess the best thing to say is I wanted you to be retired with me and be self-sufficient in case something happened to me.
Right, that was his biggest concern.
We had to look at how to do it with what you had, and it took us about 3 years to get it figured out, to get you on a path to where you're on your own. If something happened to me, you're still good.
Yep. And that was
Well,
Gary's main concerns.
Good,
well, not good without you, no. But I mean, yeah, I'll be suffering for at least what? What'd you say?
Forever.
Forever. But that was one of Gary's main concerns was, you know, with his health issues and everything, was like, well, I just want to make sure that you're going to be okay if something happens to you. Of course, that could totally turn around and something could happen to me, but I'm just saying, prepare yourselves, ladies, even in your 40s, in your early 50s, start thinking about these things, start preparing, making yourself do the work to figure things out. Don't wait on somebody to come along and rescue you. Although men do love to rescue damsels in distress, and I'm very thankful for my rescuer. He's so handsome. All right, that's all I'm going to say. We could talk about other things at a later time because there's a lot to be said, but that's it. It's like a 7-minute video, so I'm going to let you go. All right, bye for now.